If you're like me and you're always running out of storage on your C drive, then you might have to go through a whole lot of process of cleaning it. But you don't have to worry about it because I have found the perfect solution for you. Now, before we can head over and clean that, we will first have to create a restore point. What a restore point does is it ensures that even if you mess up with some setting or mess up with the file, your system won't mess up. You can restore it to that point which we will create in a moment. Okay, so first head over to the search and type in restore point. Here you can see that we have a restore point turned on. Now if you have your restore point turned off, you can go into the configure and then there turn on the system protection. I have already done that and I don't need to do it, but once you have done that you can hit apply and press OK and it will do that. Now you have to create a restore point. You can name it such as cleanup restore. I don't need to create it because I have just done it, but let's okay, so I'll cancel it, but you have to create it. Once you have done that and it has completed, you can press OK and now we can head over to our cleaning process. For that, first of all, we will have to go into the search menu and type run. Here you can now I'll move it over here. Here first of all you will have to type temp temp and then press enter. This will open up this whole lot of junk files. Now these are the temporary files that the system creates in order to run them, but they are perfectly safe to delete. Let me show you how to do it. First select all and press delete. I will do it over here. Delete. And now you can see that my computer is saying that it can't really delete this file because it's currently in use. We will do this for all and then skip the file as we don't have to delete everything else here. Then similarly type run. This time we will type temp with percentage on both sides. Press enter and now you can see that we have a variety of files over here too. Repeat the same process. Control A to select all, press delete and wait for it to delete all files. Similarly, you can see that it has left some files over here. These are the files that our system is currently using. We will press skip to make sure that these aren't 100% removed. Alright, so these are the final files. Now I will close it and then I will head over to this PC, C drive. Here you will have to head over to Windows. In the Windows folder, look for software distribution. Now these are the files that your system uses to update the Windows. Since I have my Windows up to date, I will simply delete these files. It will again ask you for permission and there, this is deleted. Now once you have deleted all these files, we have to remove them from our system. For that we will head over to recycle bin and then select all these files and then delete them. This will permanently delete all these files and then your system will be cleared of this much storage, which is 1.5 GB for me. Once you have done that, you will now have to go into the apps and install all unnecessary apps. For that, head over to search, type in add or remove programs and open it. Here are a variety of programs that are somewhat useless for you. You may find some that are useless for you and then delete them. Like for me, this AI navigator is useless. I will uninstall it. Alright, and you can check over here which files or softwares are useless for you and you can remove them one by one. Once you're done with that, you will have to first defragment your drive. For that, type defragment Now, if you have a solid state drive like me, you don't have to do this process. But if you have a hard disk, then you will have to optimize it. Since I don't need to do it, I will leave it as is, and then I will move on to the next step. Alright, so the next step is disk cleanup. For that, go to search, type in disk cleanup, and go into the C drive. Okay, here are all the files that are temporary and useless for the system. You can select all these files and click on disk cleanup. Then click on it again. It will clean everything after analyzing all the files. As you can see, it has found a few new files which we will have to remove in order to completely clean our system. Now press on OK, and it will ask you to if you want to permanently remove all these files. Press on delete and wait for a few minutes for it to complete the process. Now it is done for me. Now we will head over to storage sense. For that, type in storage settings. This will take you over to the C drive settings. Here you can head over to the storage settings, give it a minute to make sure that everything is loaded. You can go into show more categories, and you can see that I have a large amount of temporary files which we'll have to delete. We will get to it in a minute. Now let's head over to the storage sense. We will have to turn it on, and then we have to run storage sense every week and turn it into, I'd say, 14 days. Once that is done, run storage sense now. Alright, so once you have done that, you can head over to the temporary files, and as you can see, I have a large amount of downloaded files that are messing up with my storage. You may select it and remove these files from a system to ensure a clean system. This will give you a warning, but before you proceed to that, you will have to clean up your downloads folder. I have already done that and ensured that I have no useful file in there, and now I am ready to delete everything. After a few seconds, it will be completed. You can press on refresh to ensure that every temporary file is highlighted over here. Then remove all of these. Good. And now when you head over to this C drive, you will see that I have gone from 1 or 2 GBs to 31 GBs. And that is how you clean up your C drive